eagle, shark, lion, elephant, tiger, the world.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game Hub. I'm your host, GamerK, and it's time for another, well, my second only, Sentai to Power Rangers idea video. This one, we go animal and unleash our animal instincts in Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger to Power Rangers. Now, this one was a little tricky coming up with an idea. For the most part, in Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger, we learn about a mystical world of the humans, which are animal-human hybrids. And for the most part, the main Red Ranger is a zoologist. He's human, and he just stumbles upon the world via the cubes, which is basically the theme of the other world. Kind of looks like Animal Minecraft, my cousin's kid told me, and it kind of does. So, after stumbling into the world and talking to the four main characters, Ava, I think that's her name. I can't remember the tiger's name. Tusk, Sella, and Leo. And then it turns out, while he's there on Earth, we see in space the Death Galians, which are by far one of my favorite villains in the Sentai series. They are definitely so cool, and the best thing about them is, unlike in the other Sentais, the villains and the heroes kind of have a correlation in some way. Like the Rainbow Road versus the Shadow Line. Daybos from Zyuohger, which is the dinosaur one that was Dino Charge, and you know the heroes of that, they kind of have a correlation to each other. This one has zero correlation whatsoever. So basically what they do is they go through universe to universe destroying planets via the Death Game, where their master, Genus, who got my #1 spot for my top 13 villains list for Power Rangers and Sentai, it's just for his entertainment. And I love that his sidekick, or his second-in-command, Naria, always serves him like a cocktail, something like it's a mature, like it is watching a fun game. And then his two, I can't remember the octopus guy's name. I keep forgetting, but and Alzad. They always send their warriors down to Earth to put on a good show, and most of them are all about kind of disrupting a civilization in some way. Like, they force people to fight. They make sure two people can't go near each other without getting hurt. Removing the ability to speak or communicate. So they kind of have a good contrast with that. Alzad, his soldiers go for more violent means, while as the other guy goes for more tactical reasonings. And I love that. And not only that, but Naria uses, after the monsters are defeated, she puts a coin that's infused with Genus's cells, and that makes them grow. Because each monster has a coin slot to their design, which I think is cool. This is something that's really, really done well throughout a series. Even though all the monsters have different themes and motifs, make sure they have something that makes them recognizable to a certain series, so it feels like they belong in the same world. That's something that I think Power Rangers and the Sentai series do very, very well. So making the monsters feel like they're the same and turning them into English, it's maybe a little challenging, because how are they going to do the Death Game? So, a couple ideas I could figure out. For the heroes side, they can definitely do. Okay, obviously they can't really do a separate world, because obviously it was the same thing when they did Jungle Fury, the Jungle Fury Sentai, but they did it differently. So I'm thinking they kind of do the same thing. Maybe all the 5 Rangers are from different parts of the world, and for one reason or another, they are bestowed upon the animal the animal essence of the eagle, shark, lion, tiger, and elephant. Something like that, so that they get the powers in order to transform. And definitely keep the cube, please. Those things are amazing. So for that, they all find out that the Death Galians, or whatever they're called, are planning to destroy the world. And they can still keep the Death Game thing, but don't call it the Death Game, because obviously they can't really call that in the Power Rangers. But maybe, okay, yeah, they've done a lot of aliens trying to destroy the world, but this isn't to seek the Power Rangers or anything. This is just keep it for the aliens' entertainment, and not like they did in Ninja Steel. No. No Galaxy Warriors. Nothing like that. No. So I think they can still do the Death Galians destroying the planet just for Genesis entertainment. I think that can still work. Just bring it down a bit, but still keep it entertaining. Still keep it within that realm and have all the generals fight each other. And Mobius, him coming into the series will be awesome. I think they can keep him being a hunter who's after the big prize. So obviously him and Red Ranger will fight a lot, because Red Ranger has more animal essence than any other of the Rangers, because he gets the eagle, he gets the gorilla, and later on he gets the whale. So I think that's something that can definitely be well done. Having Mobius, or oh my god, I think I forgot his name. It's been a while since I watched Doubutsu Sentai. But yeah, he can still have, because usually there's always that one character that has an in for the Red Ranger, and I think this guy needs to be done. He can be an intergalactic hunter who's looking for that big game, and that's practically what he was doing throughout the series. He was going after the red whale, so it can definitely work in that aspect. One thing I would love to see if they do is a little bit more personal issues with some of the Rangers, because throughout the series, Sella and Leo kind of had odds and ends at each other. Like, they were always arguing with each other. She likes to keep things very simple and be on task. He likes to goof around, because in every single episode, mostly, they always picked on one Ranger's or one of the Zyuohger's personal feelings, because they are away from their home. They miss certain things like their family and other stuff. So it really, really works there. So I think having each of them come from different countries in order to gather, in order to fight the Jumen, the Death Galians, would be a cool theme to do. And something in the lines of how Lightspeed Rescue found its people. It found the best people for the job. But instead, for some reason, people who are completely unqualified are chosen. So, kind of like Beast Morphers a little bit. Coming into my favorite character from the series, the world, I think they can definitely do again what they did in Zyuohger. After a good number of defeats, the villains decide it's time to fight fire with fire, obviously. But so they take a guy, maybe another rogue, like someone who's not that, just like the Rangers, a teenager who's not that experienced in fighting, and just mold him. And since they're not really known, and since the Death Galians don't know anything about Earth, maybe they take 3 animal essences, like they did in the show. They took 3 Jumens, the wolf, the crocodile, and the rhino, and they had the human absorb their essence, creating Jewel the world. So he's 3 in 1. I think they can definitely do something. I think they can do something like that. Because it's been a while since they've had an evil Ranger fight, and I miss that. I miss it dearly, because it added a little conflict to the Rangers, and obviously them trying to get them onto their side. It's something I miss dearly from Mighty Morphin, from Wild Force, Time Force a little bit because he Light Speed Rescue, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, a whole bunch of them had an Evil Ranger for a little while, and I miss it dearly because, again, it added a little bit more stakes, it added a little bit more conflict. So it's something that needs to be done, but just don't do a big cliche like they always do. You know, the power of friendship can help him. No, have it something be really serious that brings him onto their side. I'm not 100% sure what, but make it something like that. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say this. Was there a romance in the Double Sentai? No, there was not. Which is a pain because I really was hoping for one. But in the case for making into a Power Rangers, they could do something. Just don't let it be with the Red Ranger, please, because honestly, I'm not sure if a lot of the Red Rangers ever became in relationships in the Power Rangers or anything like that. But keep it not that. Because having the other Rangers have relationship issues, maybe they could create their own Deathgalion monster that affiliates with relationships. I can't remember if they did one or not. But it would definitely add to destroying a civilization by interfering with relationships. That is something that's done a lot in Power Rangers and Double Sentai and the Sentai series. So why not? Why fix what isn't broken? As to the Zords, it's definitely going to be Build-A-Blocks, and it's I don't know exactly what to call the cube animals. They're really fun, and it's just a joy to watch them stack onto each other, but still become this awesome-looking robot to fight. And the worlds, it's awesome. By the way, if they do a Power Rangers of this, they need to keep him being the world, because they can't call him Ranger Black because he's also silver and gold. So Ranger code the world will definitely work. Keep it the world and keep the flashlight morpher, because that is awesome. And not only that, but his weapons go from a fishing rod to a bow rod to a little rifle gun, and it's so awesome. But yeah, this entire series is capable of being an epic Power Rangers. I mean, yeah, they can have some fun moments here and there like they do in the show. Some silly, some serious. But the one thing I really hope that they do is they don't downplay the importance of the series. Like, they need to have it not connected to any other Power Ranger series. They don't need to do a crossover here, because this can definitely be a standalone, even though if the Go-Kaigers did come in for like a two-episode crossover, which was really awesome, because Double Sentai was for the 40th anniversary of Super Sentai. So I can believe that that's why they had it there, because it was for the 40th anniversary. But they definitely don't need a crossover. They got plenty of characters, they got plenty of story, and I just want them to come up with something very original for this story, because yeah, the Deathgalions attacking Earth, yeah, they've done aliens before, ancient evil being unlocked, done that before. Make these villains something original, but something that doesn't take away from what they were in the Sentai. That's a big thing I really hope for, because every time I see a Sentai, I mean, I watched the one that Dino Charge was, and what they changed it to from evil aliens trying to take over the world again, taking them to intergalactic bounty hunter who's using his prisoners to get the Energems, that was really genius. So, again, I can't wait to see what they do for Zyuohger, if they ever get to it, because there's not that many left to do, and all the ones that remain are the ones that I have watched. So, I just hope they don't go out of order again, because I haven't even gotten to Ucha Sentai or Lupin Ranger versus Patra Ranger. And I'm still on Ryu Soldier. So, man, this is a short video. Yeah, usually my Sentai to Power Rangers videos don't consist of that long because it's just me giving my opinion, my ideas on the series. What else can I talk about? Okay, their weapons, they need to keep them the same. It was either a sword or a gun. No Ranger, none of the Zyuohgers had their own stylized weapon, which was okay because they had the ability to make their animal powers come out. So for Eagle, that would be his wings. For Shark, it would be her tail or her fin? No, it was her dorsal fin, I think. For Lion, it was his claws. For Tiger, it was her claws. And for Elephant, it was the feet to create earthquakes. And for the world, rhino head, spiked shoulder pads, wolf claw, and an alligator tail. I just love that character so much. If I'm going to pick a relationship to build for this, okay, man, I don't know. I can kind of see how they could do each character. Maybe Eagle would be very straightforward usually. Like, you know, always keeping things lighthearted. Even though it's a dire situation, he's always goofing off. That's something I could love. Lion can definitely be the carefree guy like he was in the show. Definitely have him be interesting. Because Lion was always interesting in all of his episodes. Shark can be the one who's always feeling like the mother of the group. You know, the responsible one, the one who's always nagging at Leo to take things serious and to not goof around. Elephant can definitely be the smart one, as he was in the series. But don't have him be like nerdy smart. Have him be super genius smart, but lacking social skills. And that's where the others will help bring him out of his shell. And Tiger can definitely be the playful one, because she was always that in the series, and it was just cute. The world can definitely be maybe the guy who he doesn't really trust anyone because he's always had trust issues in his past. But again, like Elephant, they can bring him out more, like make him trust people again. And maybe have him develop a relationship with Tiger, because that's something I kind of wanted to happen within the series. But yeah, Zyuohger was not that big for relationships as the other series, as big as the other series were. So yeah, Double Sentai Zyuohger as a Power Ranger series can be something incredible. I just hope they take the time and the effort to put it together. And it definitely needs a good cast. Not saying that the others haven't been a good cast. This one just needs a great cast in order to make it super amazing. And at the end, the final fight with Janice, I am really hoping they do what they did in the ending episode, which I explained in their in a previous video, where he has his dirty little secret. It's just going to be an amazing series to watch. And that's all I got for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed my very brief video. Like, comment, subscribe down below, share this video with any Power Ranger fans or Sentai fans, and let me know what you think of my opinions. Well, November's almost over, ladies and gentlemen. Got one last video to do, and then it's Christmas time, where the lineup is anything but Christmassy. So, what do I got planned for next week? Well, it's hero time again, as I go over my favorite aliens to ever come out of a watch. This is Gamer K, logging out.